And well, boom. We were just saying, well, no one's here yet. And then the minute we go
Yeah.
live, hi, Moira.
Hi.
So we better give a chance for, notifications to drop. And yeah, hey, Moira. Hello, everybody. It is the day before the Equinox and Ostara and
Yeah.
Aries season. So, Kristen and I are going to be doing some readings based on an Aries spread in my Ostara book, which is of the season. And first of all, thanks, Kristen, again for hanging out with me.
Thank you for inviting me.
Always a pleasure. Um, so all of Kristen's links, well, her link tree is in there, which takes you to her star room, which I was using yesterday. People remember the oracle cards I was pulling. That was from her star room oracle, excuse me. I keep saying tarot, and I'm just wondering, ooh, is there maybe a
yeah, Tara, that
tarot
means
in
it
the
could be May.
future?
Maybe.
Maybe. Hmm. So, and of course, email if you want a private reading with Kristen. And both our PayPals are in the description. Also, if anyone is, moved to make a donation for our reads, though not required for a read. So, all righty. While we're waiting for people to show up and for people who are watching on playback, thank you. Make sure you do all the YouTubey stuff. As Jax would say, smack that sassy. And if you're in the mood, smack it a little harder. You know how we roll here. And keeping it light. Well, light as can be, but I digress on that one. But yes, make sure to subscribe to Kristen if you haven't. And then we can, get started. So while we're waiting, what you got going on? Anything you want to share on your channel before
I
they go?
still haven't gotten. I need to write that in my planner as one of my yearly goals is to prioritize doing videos because I just don't prioritize it, and so it doesn't get done. So I have this planner I got to help with my ADHD, and
Mhm.
so I need that kind of structure. Otherwise, something will not get done. So that's something I need to do.
I saw your Facebook page post yesterday, and I was like, "Yep, been there, done that." We'll probably, I've never been, diagnosed, but there's a lot of stuff I do that I'm like, "Oh, I can relate." So, but yeah, and when it comes to recording videos, I actually went to go do that and went to go upload it, and for some reason, my laptop did not save it. I cannot figure out how to save mine. So that's something I have to
Oh no.
ask Tom about.
Yeah.
Mayors and connections. Congratulations on your YouTube award that you got in. I don't know what the award was. It for one, not 1 million megas, but I think it was like over 100,000. So for your mega channel. So yay!
Nice.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And someone named Cat Goddess came in.
So Cat Goddess is here. Hello, my
Hi.
dear. Did a reading for her yesterday. And we love you too, Magus. We do, we do, we do. So, but yeah, so our readings are going to be based on a spread. There were like 4 prompts, but I read through all of them, and Kristen was like, "Well, I like these two." I'm like, "Okay, we'll do those." And then we'll switch back and forth like we did the last time. And I got to make that into a Okay, let's go into here. I thought I had it as a scroller. So let me hit, StreamYard. Why do you got to make things so difficult? There we go. And add, come on. It's thinking.
Mm-mm-mm.
We've been having internet issues, and Shan was mentioning that there's been some solar flares that they're thinking that is affecting some of the internet. I know it was yesterday or the day before, and I was like, no, don't do it.
No.
So there we go,
Woohoo.
up and running. So let's see. Do I have anything to announce? I don't think so. Friday night show tomorrow. Really excited. April 2nd, which is a Friday, Tom Early Ritual reached out to a friend of his. She may wish to remain anonymous. She may be just audio, but she's very connected to the Bridgewater Triangle that we had touched upon when Tom was hanging out with Allison and I when we did our threesome show last Friday. And he says, I have a friend. And so April 2nd, we've set the date and we're going to be, because that's really intense with a lot of like cryptid, paranormal. So if you're all into that, stay tuned for the notification for me to do the link. But April 2nd is the tentative date. So
cool.
Very excited.
And when's the next full moon? Do you know off the top of your head?
And the next full moon, let me grab my Year of the Witch planner here. And no, June is too far ahead. So as we are coming into April, let me find. Okay, so Thursday the 2nd. No, yes. Wait a minute. I wonder if Tom got his date wrong.
I was going to say, because I didn't think that the 2nd was a Friday.
I'll have to double check with him, unless he wants to do a Thursday night show. Mm-hmm. But Friday, so that Friday is actually Good Friday. But so the full moon is on the 2nd. So Stay tuned. We're going to have to do a double check, but I'm excited to have that. Tom was like, well, I'm doing your show for you here. I've got someone to come on. I'm like, okay.
Good.
Okay. And Sybil
the next full moon is the Norse pagan holiday, the Sigrblot that I told you about.
Oh, well, you want to share that with everybody before I share about
Sure. The next full moon is the Norse pagan holiday called Sigrblot, and basically it means victory sacrifice is the translation. And so it's basically sort of how it's celebrated in modern times, since most people aren't going off raiding or to war, at least most people. And
like America.
Yeah. And so it's like what the challenges and fights ahead in the coming half year, and to sort of gird up your loins and to make offerings to Odin, to celebrate and honor whatever courage you can bring up, for the coming struggles ahead. So.
Wonderful. That's awesome. Yeah. I like learning about different ones, especially when they're all around the same time. And we all know Ostara is not Ostara. Easter, the Christian Easter is based on the Ostara, which actually it's the spring equinox, because Ostara is actually a neo-pagan holiday created by Gardner, based on a writing by a monk. And I'm not going to go digging through, because the page that I have is just throwing nothing but ads at me. But the Neo-Druids call it Alban Elir, and Gerald Gardner made it a tradition in the 1940s and 50s. But it is based on Ostara. She is a Germanic goddess of spring fertility. And I brought a little picture. I love this picture of her from the.
Nice.
Kitty!
Oh, that's Cassie.
Hi, Cassie. I think that's the first time one of your fur babies ever joined us.
Yeah, I think so.
Hi, Cassie.
Hi.
Mozzie's going to hear me. He's going to be like, what? Hi, baby. So
she's a sweet girl.
Ostara. And so that is what we're going to be celebrating, tomorrow. So yeah, it's a cool website. It's called the Pagan Grimoire. I just hate when every time you open on certain pages, you get hit with all those banners, and you're trying to get rid of them. And the minute you get rid of them, another one pops in.
Oh gosh.
So Cassie's going to be helping us with readings too tonight.
Apparently, she was scratching at the door. She would not stop. So.
Oh, well, mine's loose enough where if he wants to come in, he can push it open himself. So we are opening the floor. If anybody would like a early Ostara spring equinox reading, please let us know. And we're basing it on those 2 questions. I'm wondering if maybe I should make the banner go faster because now you can make it. Okay, let's see. Can we make it go faster? All these things you can do now. All righty. No, I took it off. What was that?
Cassie, she destroys my altars.
Oh, she probably loves the energy on those. There we go. That's a little bit faster so people can see. So this is what we're doing. So we're going to be going back and forth. And so the questions are going to be, what is a fear you need to confront? Because again, we are still in new moon energy and we're going into the equinox, a balance of light and dark. And then the second one is going to be, as it comes here, how can spontaneity unlock your full potential? And I forgot the little question mark after that, but we all get it.
Yeah.
And Mega says he loves the message of removing fear. Yes. And so we also had Gypsy JJ. Full moon sounds encouraging. Did y'all say neo-pagan or Norse pagan? Sounds good too. Well, neo-pagan is for Ostara, and then Kristen was explaining. How do you say that again?
Segerblot.
Segerblot.
Yes.
Or the Nordic people.
Yeah. So maybe explain what neo-pagan means.
So neo-pagan is, is paganism where it's kind of like some people are like, oh, you neo-pagans, but it's a lot of more traditional, starting to kind of go around Garner where because we have lost so much of how, not as much as information and about ritual and deity worship and celebrations from our early on ancestors, because a lot was passed down orally, but because of the oncoming of the patriarchal religions, a lot of the mythologies, the original texts and teachings were lost, destroyed, or rewritten from a divine masculine, a patriarchal perspective. And Draven is here. Hello, Draven. And he's saying hello to me, Antoyo, my fellow Moraginian. And so anything that is not known prior to like the Gardnerian is kind of considered like a neo-pagan. That's not the whole specifics. This is just kind of like a little, quick little tying in that boat thing, but it can be quite the read, unless, because I know that you have a degree. So if there's anything that you want to share, that it's up to you.
Oh, just the simple, like neo-pagan means new. Neo means new. So yeah, so it's like the newer, sort of like Christianity happened, which sort of suppressed paganism, and then it came up again. And so it's the new wave of paganism in modern times. So
like reinvention too.
Yeah.
You can kind of call Madonna neo-pagan because she's like constantly reinventing herself.
Yeah.
Miss Tarot D. How are you, my dear? It's good to see you. How have you been? So yeah, so we are opening. I hope that's not going too, maybe it's going too fast. Here, let me see. Maybe if I do slow.
As soon as the sun goes down, the lights just get so dark in my videos.
Okay, now
I have 2 ring lights and another light, and it's still dark. It's really weird.
Yeah, and I can't, no matter what I do, I can't get rid of the full moon on my glasses. So already, I think that should work. I slowed it down a bit. There we go. That's better than going too fast. Cool. All right, because you want to take your time. You want to take your time, do it right. We could do it, baby. Do it tonight. Heather, she can't, she can't help herself. So yeah, we're all Neo. Yeah, we're all Neo new. Well, look at the Matrix. His name was Neo.
Yeah.
Oh, Keanu Reeves back in the day, man. I'm telling you.
I love that movie.
And Desiree, how are you doing, my dear? I know it's been about a week or so. I hope you're doing well. You can feel free to share. I won't, discuss your biz tonight, but I hope that you're healing and everybody in your family is doing well. It's good to see you in chat. I've been thinking about you. And everyone's sending love to Miss Tarot D. Let's see. And Mona is here. Hello, Mona. And Miss Tarot D says, Kristen, how is your new part-time job going?
Tiring. It's tiring. It's going to take some time getting used to it, but it's fine. But thank
And
you for asking.
yeah. And you're welcome, Desiree. I've been thinking of you often. So, and Miss Tarot D, I've been hearing great reviews about your moon water. I can actually attest to Miss Tarot D's black salt because Heather's having a little bit of a situation in the park across from her. And this morning, Miss Tarot D, your black salt came quite handy. As you can see, how much I used. So I'm hoping with all these different energies coming together and working with me, that we'll have our little issue hopefully clearing up within the next couple months. So, and Florida water, she meant, but who knows? Maybe Miss Tarot D, that was a hint or maybe a sign to maybe make some moon water.
Yeah.
Very cool. All righty. So we have 8 people here. Make sure to remember to do all those YouTube things. And floor is open. So if anybody would like a reading, they didn't say what to, just put me in capital letters. You know, that's Heather tries to keep it easy, easy as it goes. So, so we're going to be looking at, or is that too long, too slow now? It is so weird. I just can't.
Is there like multiple speeds or just 2?
There's like 3 of them. Yep. And I already got it. I already told people to smack it and smack it really good if they're in the mood. So there's Jax. And we have Andrew here. Hello. Good evening. I'd like to be added for our next. Actually, Andrew, if we're doing specific questions based on the holiday tomorrow. If you got your Desiree, if you would like one of those, let me know. So I'm going to go in here again and edit, and let's see if we can improve. Let's just do normal because the other one was a little too fast. So there's 3 speeds. Okay, Miss Tarot D, there's 3 speeds. Which one do you prefer?
That's the middle one? That's perfect. That's fine.
So this is the middle one.
All right. That's good.
Let's see. Well, if you're comfortable sharing your address, I'm putting together a list of people to send. Ooh. So there you go. Miss Tarot D 2022 Gmail. All righty. So this is what we're going to be. These are the questions, Andrew, that we are going to be addressing tonight because we are coming into Aries season. So what is a fear you need to confront? And then how can spontaneity unlock your full potential? Very unique questions. We were excited to bring those tonight. At my age, the speed I prefer.
Backwards.
2 steps forward, 2 steps back, because opposites attract, and you know. Come on, everyone, Paula Abdul, that video.
I saw her in concert when I was a kid.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, Andrew, we're not taking personal questions. See down at the bottom, what is the fear you need to confront? And how can spontaneity unlock your full potential? Those are the questions that we are pulling cards on for tonight. So if you want cards pulled on those 2 questions, just go ahead and put the word me in capitals. But we are not doing personal questions tonight. Thank you. All righty. So let me just make sure I didn't miss anybody. I have Desiree. Let's see. No, I don't think I missed anybody. So, all righty. Desiree is up, and I'll take the first one.
Okay.
And then the second, then we'll do a switcheroo.
Okay.
All right.
I don't have any oracle decks that can really match the second question, so I'll just pull extra tarot cards.
Just you do you, boo. That's all we do.
Okay.
We all have different collections. So what is the fear you need to confront? Okay. Wow. I like it when they fly out. That's the most fun. Okay, Tina, I got you, my dear. And I'm going to grab from the, I also brought my folia with me today. Whoop. Hey, I like the jumpers. I hope everybody is having a good week so far. Tomorrow is Friday already.
Yep, I'm excited. I'm going out with friends tomorrow night.
Very nice. And Allison is here. Hey, girl. Hey. And Beth is here. That's okay, Jax, honey. Just you don't even have to do anything. You're fine, my dear.
Allison's like, spring is coming, right?
Really?
Oh my God, I hope so. Yes.
It was 72 degrees here today. It's beautiful. It's going to be again tomorrow. We're going to the park first thing in the morning. So.
Nice. Sunday is supposed to go up into the 80s here, but then it's supposed to drop back down to like the 40s. So.
All righty. And you came in late. You're welcome, Andrew. I enjoy seeing new people in chat. So, Desiree, I'm going to take your name on so you can see. So, what is the fear you need to confront right now? I got spring cleaning. It is time to clear from the path all that does not serve you. And so, right now, the things that are not for your highest good, for your mental health, for your spiritual health, emotional, physical, all things that you know that you feel that tie you down, that bring you down. It's time to just let go of what no longer serves you and move on, sweetheart. From the folia, I have in the distance, and it says closer than you think. So for me, this is saying with these two oracle cards, if you're not quite sure, like that things are closer to the things that sometimes the things that are closest to us, we don't either we don't want to see and we kind of repress them. So when it comes to what fear do you need to confront, these are things that are close to us, but we might put blinders on that we don't want to address. And when we do the spring cleaning, when we are able to sit with ourselves and lay everything out before us, especially with this new moon, that helps brings into our sight or our energy field, things that we can feel, and things that we can address, especially with this new moon energy. This is a good time for healing, planting new seeds, letting go of hurt and pain, and doing shadow work. And your two tarot cards is the Three of Cups. So this is your top card. This is your tangible energy. So you have people here to celebrate you, to uphold you, to comfort you. And there's Desiree's been through some stuff recently, so she'll know what I'm talking about. So with this Three of Cups, it's a reminder to be able to not to lose that joy of living, of being social, being with those who love you, that support you, that bring you joy, that bring you happiness. And your underlying energy is the Fool. So fears to confront. Again, the Fool card, is about new opportunities, new potential. That fox is ready to leap off, chasing after that butterfly. So confronting your fears will help you be able to take that leap of faith, go and start something new. This could, again, very well be getting back in with others, getting back in touch with others. I don't know if there's a fear of losing connection with those that celebrate you or within your circle. But for me, they're the ones that help and support you through this. And when you do come across those fears or a particular fear, They're there to celebrate you still, to hold that emotion for you, to still celebrate, especially to celebrate the life that you just recently lost, and to remember the celebration of that time of that, individual being here with you. And for me, that Fool card is almost kind of like in that little butterfly makes me think of maybe, that individual saying, come on, do not be afraid of life. Let's take let's jump, have a leap of faith. Let's explore something new. There's horizons to explore. So that's what I have for you, Desiree. Thank you, my dear, for letting me read for you. Kristen.
Okay, so I just went for it and just pulled cards from some random Oracle decks. So I pulled two and they seem to work. So the first Oracle card I got, as far as how can spontaneity unlock your full potential. And I got depth, the card depth. And it says, may you immerse and go deeper. So I think what this is saying is just vulnerability. Like when you are vulnerable, when you're willing to just open up your heart and wear your heart on your sleeve, and just be your true self, that's when you can be vulnerable, and that's when you could actually go richer and deeper into your relationships with other people and your relationship with yourself. The first tarot card you got is Five of Songs, which is Five of Cups. And I think what this is saying is that spontaneity is a way to sort of break through the rut that, how do I put this? The rut of thinking that you don't have a right to grieve how you want to grieve. Like usually the Five of Cups, you see three cups over and two cups that are standing, and the person is mourning over those fallen cups. And so there's two parts to this. There's the having a right to grieve however you want to grieve, but also not forgetting that there is life and deep positive emotions and wonderful things ahead. And to not forget, the music that you'll hear and create in the world. And being spontaneous and being vulnerable can give you that ability to create music in your life. The next one you got is Three of Songs, which is Three of Cups, which is about, I know.
There we go.
I know. And so Three of Cups, it's about friendship, creating bonds. So if you are vulnerable and like be yourself, authentically yourself, you're going to create connections with people who really value you as you, not for what you can give them, not for how you appear, but how you truly are. I've been singing to let emotions. Oh, that's wonderful.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's wonderful. So the third card you got is the Fool. So yeah.
People get the same cards. Oh my God.
So you got the Fool, and this is a card of spontaneity. It's about just letting loose, being childlike, approaching your journey ahead with open eyes and with a pure spirit. And then the last Oracle card you got is Limits. So limitless. It's being limitless. So it's shaking off the shackles, and being your true self, and not letting anything drag you down. So that's the reading that they have.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
I have no poker face. When I was hearing the cards, I didn't see, and I'm just like, and I love this one because she kind of looked like she used Nemo. So it's kind of like finding your spiritual support, finding your spiritual tribe. I love that. And Desiree said, you guys are so awesome. I feel ready to embrace life and celebrate my wins. Thanks, ladies. You're
wonderful.
Right here. And Megan said that was a great message, Kristen. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Get the music. Let the music play on, play on, play on. Yeah. Get that Lionel Richie out. Or I heard Shannon the other day, let the music play. We won't get away. So, yeah. I should always preface each show, alert, music will be.
Yes.
To change my channel name for that. Heather and Kristen work together so good. We do.
Yeah.
I love Kristen on. She's an amazing reader.
Oh,
and
thank you.
I vibe really, really well. So we have Tina up next, which is Sybil. And we are still open for more reads if anybody would like to add their name. And so now I'm going to move Kristen over because she's going to be taking the first question and I'll be taking the second. How can spontaneity unlock your full potential? Aaron Neville, everybody plays the fool. Yeah. Next.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, what is a fear you need to confront? And the first oracle card I got is awe. So it reads, may you see the sublime in the everyday. So I think what this is saying is that in order to move forward, you must be willing to see the beauty even when you're not certain it's going to come. And let me explain what that means. One of the things that is a common fear is a fear of failure, of making the wrong choice, of rocking the boat, saying, you know what, things aren't great, but they could be worse, and therefore I'm not going to do anything about it. And I think what this is saying, that there's so much beauty out there that you can embrace that's beyond your purview. You don't see it yet. But it's having that faith that beyond that doubt and that fear is beauty. There's beauty there. There's always going to be some form of beauty that you can imbibe and integrate into your life. Then you get the Eight of Songs, which is the Eight of Cups. And so I'm wondering, this is another moving on card. So I'm wondering if a fear you need to confront is a fear of moving on or making the wrong choice about moving on. Should you stay? Should you go? Should you do this? Should you do that? Making the wrong choice. And the next card you got is the Queen of Skins. And she is the Queen of Wands. So she is a very powerful woman. A very powerful being. She is one that owns her authority, one that has, I always have a hard time describing the Queen of Wands. She is one that has panache. She is the one who has control of the room. She walks into a room and everyone notices her. Because she has a certain confidence about her. She owns herself. She's self-possessed. So one thing that you will gain if you move on is self-possession. It doesn't mean that you won't suffer. It doesn't mean that there won't be things that go wrong. Because life, there's always suffering. There's always, there's always a dark to the light. Mm-hmm. So even if you move on and it's the right decision, that doesn't mean that there aren't going to be bad parts of it, but going through those and facing that reality really gives you a sense of self-possession, to be able to own yourself and own your life in the direction it's going. And then you get the Page of Songs, which is almost like the opposite energy. This is the Page of Cups. And so this is one of innocent emotions, of vulnerability, of wearing your heart on your sleeve, of being open to feel, love, and all the love that's coming. And down every path that you can go down is an opportunity to find different avenues of love. And so if there is a crossroads that you're currently at, or you're going to eventually be at, because we all end up being at crossroads at some point in our lives. This is saying that beyond the other side, regardless of what happens, are going to be new opportunities to love others and love yourself and be loved. And then the last oracle card you got is action. So this means, this is, shit or get off the pot. This is, get moving. This is saying, if you're afraid, do it. If you're not afraid, do it. This is the lesson that courage is not having fear. Courage is acting in the face of fear. So that's hard. That could be very hard. That's hard for me personally. So that's the reading I have. So.
All righty. So Sybil is here, and she said you're reading, and she had said yes, and she says okay. And Judith is here. Hello, Judith, my dear. So how can spontaneity unlock your full potential? So it's interesting. I got the terrarium. Is those foundations weaved with mindfulness that will long sustain you? So this is a card of practicality, building upon foundations, building on your own ecosystem. And when you think of, with it being closed up in a jar and being grounded and foundation, I was thinking, well, does this mean, this almost felt like the opposite. But this is here's when we have those foundations in place, when we feel grounded, that gives us a sense of security where it's like, okay, what can I do now? What can I try? So for me, when we have that beautiful grounding and we feel connected to within ourselves, like Kristen was saying, being unto yourself, this terrarium is about being your own ecosystem, taking care of it, nourishing it, and allowing it to grow, creating a beautiful foundation. So with that grounding, with that energy, you also got the serendipity card, which is fated encounters. And serendipity, when we're in that place where we feel safe, secure to be spontaneous and to explore, we get those serendipity like moments where things seem to come into play. People come into our lives, we get signs, we have experiences. And with especially with that dragonfly, the dragonflies are about other worlds, moving between them. They're about the illusions they create of hovering. They're able to move within different dimensions. They're just to me they're very fae like, very magical. So it's an opportunity. One card has the butterfly and one has the dragonfly, and so it's connecting maybe with both cards, terrarium, and with this beautiful garden with the dragonfly, being out into nature. If you feel spontaneously called to go out into nature, then there very well be a message for you. That's kind of what I'm getting hit with right now, because there are times when I haven't felt like going out, but something's telling me no, just go out. And when I do, then it's like, oh wow, something happens where boom, I was meant to go out. I listen. So being out into nature, I think can bring messages to you right now, just to inspire you to be spontaneous more. With your tarot cards, I'm going to start with your underlying energy. This is the snow leopard, and he's the hermit. So right now it feels like you are in kind of like a hermit mode, where you're kind of going within, taking time to be within yourself, your emotions, your thoughts, doing a lot of self-reflection. And I think once, with this being in the hermit mode, that is, I think, part of the terrarium. It's helping you get grounded. It's helping you develop your own inner world, your own ecosystem, where you feel safe and grounded. So when you emerge, you get the Six of Cups. So for me, then look at more dragonflies. And so the dragonflies are coming back, and the Six of Cups is about nostalgia. So how to be spontaneous, maybe while going within, and taking time to meditate, memories of childhood, or memories. It doesn't necessarily have to be childhood, but at any age that we've been at, where I'm feeling like it's so very much connected to nature. So being spontaneous, going out into nature, kind of like when you did when you were younger, tapping into that inner child energy and going out and exploring, playing with the dragonflies, playing with the butterflies. And then too, maybe when you come back in, taking time to, reflect and see what messages or experiences that you have. So that was a very interesting reading. Thank you for letting me read for you, Sybil or Tina, excuse me. So, Sandy, hello, sir. How are you doing? It's late over in the UK. My goodness. Thanks for popping in. And Irene has joined us. And Sybil said, yes, true. So, all righty. That is the reading that we have for you. You're welcome, my dear. And Ostara, blessings to you too. Everybody who celebrate Ostara. Tomorrow's the spring equinox. And Allison's got a birthday coming up, so she's Miss Aries girl. Her name Aries
Nice.
isn't, it's that what that is there for. So we got lots of good energy and juju coming up. All righty. So our next request was Jack's. So Sassy Boo is up. And I'm gonna switcheroo. And there we go. And if everybody could send Jack some healing energy and support and good juju and vibes. Girl really needs it, so that's much appreciated. If anyone could put her in their prayers, if they have a prayer list for people, much appreciated. And you're back. It's okay, girl. With what you're dealing with, I'm surprised. Well, I'm not really surprised that you're here because you need a distraction. All righty. So what fear do you need to confront? And our questions tonight were actually taken from, okay, I'm going to take that card. I'm going to take another one. Was from the Aries spread in my book. All righty. Irene says, I learned a new word today. Not sure if I should share it or not. We're adults. Go ahead. You can share. I've been following these two crone ladies on Instagram, and the words that in the language they use is absolutely hysterical. So no worries. Pink moon is coming. Pink moon. So, and Cat Goddess, I got you, my dear. All righty. So, what is a fear you need to confront? So your serendipity also flew out. I really hadn't started shuffling, but I wanted to share that, Jax. It's again fated encounters. So the saying, serendipity. I think for me, this card's saying that having to acknowledge the fears and stuff that you're going through right now. It feels like there are going to be people that are going to be placed within your circle, especially within your medical as well. That are going to be able to help you through this. It's going to be a lot of work. But your other card from the folia is the loyal friend, a wise and supportive person. So you are supported. And when it comes to fears, I think the fears to be addressed is that you're not alone. That might be fair. I'm going to be going through this all alone. Just so you know that you are not going to be going through this alone. You do have friends here to support you. And I think too, on your end, there is, I want to say this for me, your daughter. I feel like when it comes to a loyal friend, I really feel like you two have been through so much together that she's there to, she's wise and she's there to support you, as well. But I was told to remind you that your daughter and also your father on the other side there, he's there to support you in spirit too. Oh, Vin is, oh, he, please. Okay. Sorry. I keep getting confused. My apologies, dear. Your Ostara card is garden party. Embrace the coming of things worth celebrating. So there may be a fear that you don't have anything coming up to celebrate, that with everything that's going on, you need some sort of good news, like, where is the basically where's the light at the end of the tunnel. And with this card, just know that embrace the coming of things we're celebrating. So when you have those small victories, those small moments, where you feel that love, you feel that support, that's there to be able to help you with that. With your tarot cards, your underlying energy is Six of Coins. So the Six of Coins is, charity. Is this is the time to let people help you, my dear. This is the time where you're going to, you have the opportunity of being able to receive help, especially in your situation. So I like this card for you, that there is, it may not feel like it right now, but this fear of not being able to have people to help you, I know it's very real for you, but it's acknowledging that this is a fear, and it's understandable with what you are going through. So, but just know that that Six of Coins, that there are going to be people to be able to help you along the way. And your top card, ooh, a dragon. Oh, and she's riding her dragon. It's not a unicorn, but she's riding a dragon. It's the Knight of Coins. So I love this because, the Knight of Pentacles are the slow moving knights. They take their time, they analyze everything, they take notes, they write down questions, they question everything, they research. This is a lot of like what you do. So right now it's time to take a step back, dear. Take the time to heal, to rest, and to start looking at possibilities of assistance through medical, financial, and be open to when people are willing to be there to help you. So that's what I have for you. What you got, Kristen?
Okay, so let's see. How can spontaneity unlock your full potential? Okay. I think this reading in part refers to you as well as your son. So pull from it, the wisdom where it applies. So the first card I got is enough. And so it reads, may you be exactly as you are. And so spontaneity, which is an act of courage, is partly about being authentic, being who you are, warts and all, no matter who judges you or who doesn't. It's about knowing your worth, knowing that that you don't have to be so careful, which is like the opposite of spontaneity, is being overly careful. You don't have to be so careful around other people or in other situations to avoid judgment, because people are going to judge you no matter what. They're going to judge your son no matter what. But you are enough. You are enough as you are. And then the next card you got is Two of Skins, which is Two of Wands, which is a card of Aries, which is the season where we are entering. It's a card of dominion, of owning the world, owning your land, of having control over your world, your reality, and creating it the way you want it to be. And spontaneity is a kind of art form, and when you're creating your reality, that's a form of art in a way. And so I think this is just saying, don't get bogged down by the need to make everything right when you're in the process of creating the reality of that you want for you. The next card you got is Death, which is a card of transformation. And this is what came out to me about your son. I don't know where he is in his transition, but Death is a card of transition, of transformation. And it could be a difficult process, especially in today's society. We can't ignore the fact that trans people are basically being attempted to be eradicated and oppressed in our country right now. If you're in the U.S., I don't know. So it's Florida, so nowhere. Yeah, it's pretty bad in Florida. Yeah, and in places like Kansas as well. There's actually a whole I mean, this is a tangent because trans issues are very important to me. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm gonna get on my soapbox for
No,
a second.
don't worry about it. I mean, we need to speak up more, especially in our community as well. I like when we
Absolutely.
take time to speak up and let people know that this is not right. Instead of being silent.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, there's a whole movement to actually, what's the word? Sort of remove, basically, to evacuate trans people out of Kansas. Because
Yes.
right now they are completely immobile. They made them illegal. They made every trans person's license and birth certificate that has had their marker, their gender marker fixed, made it illegal. They made them, no longer functioning. And so they can't drive to work, they can't go to the DMV, they can't leave the state. So there's a movement to evacuate them. And so anyway, that transition is hard, especially now. And so you got the 10 of Dreams, which is the 10 of Swords, which is another difficult card. But it's the end of the process. It's the end of the difficulty. So spontaneity can be an act of what's the word? Sort of being who you are, unabashedly who you are. Be unabashed about whatever it is you want, you need, you are. And even if it's difficult, even if it's a difficult process and you get to that time when it's very difficult, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So you don't have to kick yourself for embracing childlike wonder or embracing who you are, authenticity, just because sometimes it blows up in your face, because that's just how it is. And the last card you got is Comfort, Found Comfort. So you got a little kitty.
Oh,
Yeah.
getting my heart.
Yeah. So this is about, being willing to just pause and be willing to allow yourself the comfort that you need and require. Sometimes we are so caught up in being adults that we don't realize that self-care is part of being an adult. We think that, oh, well, I don't have time for that. I can't prioritize that because I got to be an adult. I have to make the right decisions and I have to do this, 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 and this. But you can't always put it on the back burner. Sometimes you have to, but comfort is essential for being centered and healthy. So that's the reading. I hope some of that rang true.
Okay, so she said we have to be the youngling sword and shield until they're ready to fly. The world is cruel.
It is.
She heard about this. She's trying not to punch a wall. It's sick, and there's no chaining this weird. It comes out naturally. So, yep, there you go. So, thank you for letting us read for you, Jax. And
Yes.
I'm going to switch Kristen over to the other side. And our last reading for the evening is Cat Goddess.
Okay.
Let's see if, because I read for Cat Goddess yesterday, let's see what maybe different messages come up. So Kristen is doing what is a fear you need to confront. And I'm doing how can spontaneity unlock your full potential. I'm just going, while you're shuffling, I'm just going to go ahead and share mine because I don't think we need to have one before. I wasn't thinking about that earlier. I'm like, no, I'd be holding her up. So, Cat Goddess, when it comes to a fear you need to confront. No, how can spontaneity unlock your? Oh, this is why I did that. That's why I did that. So, spontaneity. How can spontaneity, this is a new question for me. How can spontaneity unlock your full potential? So I'm looking at your cards. You did get the card Lamb. Not Gwen Stefani's fashion line, although, I think it's still going and it's quite cool, but we're talking about regular lambs. So the lambs are known to be very gentle, very vulnerable, very trusting. And so they're asking you to take this energy of the lamb. And it says here, nothing is ever late and everything is as it should be. So like that's saying you are exactly where you are meant to be at this time. Other sayings that have always worked has, I have exactly what I need at this time, being able to reword uh, phrases and thoughts when we get into our heads of, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I should be here. It's that play of those coulda, shoulda, wouldas. And it says
Mhm.
here, trust is the salve. So this is about having trust within yourself, timing, the universe. You are exactly where you are meant to be doing what you are doing at this time. So when we have that energy, that helps take that burden off, the heaviness off, which allows room for us to get excited about something new and trusting yourself. This is something coming into the spring, the new season. What it is, be spontaneous. What's something that you've been wanting to do that you haven't yet? And this is that leap. This is like the fool cars, taking that leap of faith to do something new and fun and exciting, and trusting in that and in yourself. And your folio card, you got zoom in, and it says here the answer is there if you look closer. So the I should say the elixir or the medicine for getting spontaneous is right there within you. It's right around you. This is something that you are going to know. This is going to be something that very well something you have been wanting to do again. Maybe other people have said, you can't afford to do that. You don't have no talent to do that, or there just may not been no room in your life or in your schedule. But here it's saying with this new season, to have trust, to take that leap of faith. And it's time to zoom in, take a closer look. That's going within, meditating, having communication with your higher self, with your inner self. And your tarot cards are interesting. So your underlying energy, we'll start with that, is the Hanged Man. And this is a beautiful little bird hanging upside down, dangling a pretty little bauble to a spider. And so this is about interconnectivity. That's a big word. So
Mhm.
it's showing how everything is interconnected. And of course, the He-Man is that different perspective. And it says, take a closer look. The answer is there. And so maybe having to take a closer look at the spider. What is the spider? The spider is a creator. It creates these amazing, beautiful webs of interconnectedness and beauty from within itself. Everything it needs to create those beautiful webs comes out from them. It's not external, everything is internal. So, taking this time to look at life and your goals and your dreams from a different perspective. And your top card is the Nine of Cups. It brings you joy. What you want to do, what you want to get really excited and spontaneous and just do, that's going to bring this emotional satisfaction, this joy, this happiness. It's like finding, that walking away from that Eight of Cups, you found that ninth one. This is the one that makes everything worth it. It's that emotional pleasure. It's joy. It's excitement. It's happiness. It's the intuition. Cups is also about art and creativity and how you want to explore your creativity, not just in fine arts, but maybe music, dance, doing something creative with, scrapbooking, whatever it is that is your bliss. To trust in that, trust in you and your abilities and your spirit and your calling and your gifts. And it's all you have to do is just take a look within and it's there. So give you over to Kristen.
Okay, a fear you need to confront. So the first card I got, is she here?
I believe she is. Cat Goddess, are
Okay,
you here?
are you here?
I believe she had said, you know what? I haven't seen her comment yet. Usually she's very quiet until the end of the reading. But Cat
Okay,
Goddess, if you can let us know that you're here. I think Kristen might have a question for you. Yep,
okay,
she's here.
okay. No, I don't have a question. I just want to make sure
Oh,
she was here. The first card I got is begin. So it is, may you start as if you have already begun. So this is about having courage to take those first steps, to have the mindset that you are manifesting as you are creating. I don't know what hobbies you have or passions you have, but this is saying it's time to begin. There's something that's been on the back burner that either needs to begin or you've just started. Then you got Ace of Honey, which is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a card of that seed that you plant. So this is that first seed, that first spark of inspiration, that first investment that you make into yourself or whatever project that you are working on, whatever passions you have, whatever it is. Is there something that was maybe you wanted years ago and you just sort of put it aside? There might be something there that is waiting to be brought out of you. And then you got the Magician. Yeah,
There
so the
you go.
Magician is like the spider, and so like you have within you the power. Everything is within you. You don't have to turn to other people all the time to clock, should I do this? Am I worth, enough for that? Did I say the right thing? Things like that, because you are an empowered being. You're an empowered being, and it doesn't matter what you're afraid of, you can act in the face of it. The idea that we can never fail is one that I've bought into personally. It's awful. It's an awful place to be, to feel like you can't fail. But to fail well is something that a magician can do, because it's an experiment. Life is an experiment, and it's about putting in your energy into things. And if you fail well, you can pick yourself up and start again. And then Seven of Songs, Seven of Cups. This is all about choices, and it's about the imagination. And so I think this is just saying that, create the song with all the chords and melodies and harmonies that you need in order to create the life that you want. It could be scary to pick up, metaphorically, a new instrument in life. But it can be of great service to your own happiness and contentment to do that for yourself. The last oracle card you got is support. So encourage support. So this is saying, if you're afraid of something, don't go at it alone. Don't be afraid to go turn to other people. There are other people that who can offer you support, guidance, wisdom, or just a soft place to fall when things get difficult. Sometimes someone you turn to won't be that person, and they might let you down. But that doesn't mean that there aren't other people out there who can be that for you. And don't forget that they're there, because we all need that. We all need community. We all need interconnection and that kind of support. So yeah, that's the reading I have.
All righty. Well, thank you, Kristen. Well, thank you, everybody. Cat Goddess, we hope you enjoyed your reading.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me. And so, wow, 6 o'clock. We've been on for about an hour, and we had our reading. So thank you, everybody. I know there were other shows popping on tonight. So, Kristen, I appreciate you coming and spending some of that time with us and getting some readings from us. So we appreciate that. So again, all Kristen's links are in the description box, including her link tree, which can take you to her Star Room Oracle and guidebook for that. And personal readings, her email is listed there as well. So we hope everybody has a good rest of your night. For those who popped in, thank you for doing so. And to make sure, if it's possible, to leave a comment. I know I ask every show ad nauseum sometimes, but it really just takes a few moments once the show's over just to pop in, give a thumbs up or something. Helps us with the algorithms, and to be sure to subscribe to Kristen's channel as well. And so again, everybody I was just going to say, everybody have a blessed Ostara tomorrow. If you celebrate, a happy spring equinox. And I will see everybody tomorrow night for the Friday show. And until then, have a great rest of your night and have a great day tomorrow. And we'll see y'all later. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.